streets are quiet, but tempers are hot, right? Crime is way down at the moment because even the most hardened criminal is afraid of jitterbug and the shoot first, zero tolerance mentality. So the clones and the anti-clone people are still feuding with each other, but they're keeping it non-violent for the moment. They're trending just back and forth with shouts and the foul language. So nothing to draw the blasters. So money is missing. You haven't seen or heard from him in like at least probably 3-4 days, maybe a week. Hasn't checked in either office, not at home. Unusual shit. So you're digging around in his data trail, trying to figure out what happened there. And you keep
how we don't know how to do that.
Well, yeah, you do. You're looking at his desk, so you're going through his computer and shit.
Oh, like the physical going through. So hold on. Real quick, we're still in Falcon City.
Yes. Yeah. Where else have we gone? Yeah, we're still. You're at the base, basically at 3PHQ.
Okay.
So you're looking through the computer, trying to see what the hell, maybe have they been at the office or anything. And it's just a bunch of news reports and crap about clones being killed, the same kind of thing you've been dealing with. Though it does look like they keep coming back to this one particular building on the north side of town. So you're looking at the data that you have there and the stuff he's got, he's been trying to put together. And it's one of the clone factories that's on the map that we got earlier. So you can piece that all together. It's looks like one of the larger clone factories, and he had come across something that caused him to disappear.
Okay.
I don't see 65.
Back up.
There we go.
See them all.
On the north side.
On the north side.
North side by US 16 highway.
Yep.
And what are we doing up there?
Well, that's what he was investigating to see what's going on at this particular clone factory versus the other ones that are scattered around that we've been taking down.
He being Money.
Yeah.
So Money was investigating this place. It's a clone factory, but it's different from the rest of them.
That's,
all right.
That's what you can put together so far. As far as what the AI is doing and Kanan, he took off and walked out the door and left you guys behind. And the AI has just been going about its business. Jitterbug is being itself. It's still learning and trying to see what everyone's doing, reacting to what it's doing. But it's not really changing tactics.
Okay. So right now we're currently in our base, correct?
Yes.
So I tell the guys, basically, with Jitterbug being as wired into the system, like I personally don't feel comfortable just talking Syndicate business. Never know who's hearing. So I think it might be time for us to take a little road trip. Maybe get out of town, take a look at some stuff. But, before we do that, I think we should investigate that last, we should just check out what Money was looking into before we make our way out of town. We'll just go north on, 16 on our way. And I feel
not gonna fly out to the yacht.
No.
Make yourself a super easy target.
Not gonna do that.
So the limo and the helicopter have both been removed from the network, right? You did that last week?
Yeah, you guys disconnected all the stuff.
Let's talk in the car.
Everybody, let's hit the store and purchase one of these radio communicators.
Okay.
So go to your gear.
Go to
the store.
Gear.
Store.
Under gear.
Under gear. Scroll down to radio communicator. So this is a earpiece allowing user to communicate via radio, 1 mile range.
Okay.
So he's not able to hack that.
So you got your personal comm system that's not connected to the main one. That works.
Yes. That's good.
And we might as well scroll down and purchase a scrambler.
But it'll still do.
I mean, we're going low tech on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
And
you're
when we go
de-armored, you're detect pretty much, except for whatever's inside your bod.
There's also a scrambler. So purchase a scrambler as well.
Okay.
Actually, before we purchase this, we should ask, do we still have money in our account?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're still good.
Okay. Okay.
Especially you, because you had offshore, separated accounts that nobody even knows about.
Boom. Actually, I thought that was opposite. I thought PIF had invested most of their money back into Falcon.
Well, she was doing everything. She's diversified.
Yeah.
It's a diversified portfolio.
I'm going to have to say, the doctor and I definitely have our money hidden under the bed on the yacht. Like, the yacht has all of my money. This is where the money is. And I'm not even worried about it right now. I feel like the yacht's going to be fine. It's sitting out there in the bay. Nobody's going to fuck with it. But yes, it's about $50,000.
Yeah, it's not
or
cash.
$50 million.
It's a credit chip anyway, so, it might be spread over 50 credit chips, but it's not like a pile of money, so you're good.
What's happened to Midas Corporation?
As far as everything is concerned, it's still doing business as usual because the AI doesn't suspect it as being anything more than the business that it seems to be.
Okay.
So in the limo,
it does. Yeah. See, Kanan hasn't had enough interaction with Golden Boy to have put that data in there yet, so you're good.
I'd say all hands, and we'll bring the wall copter too. And let's take Piff and Aid with us as well.
Are we taking the dog?
She's now disguised as her new person, so she can actually shoot and kill things.
So she's going out as Olivia.
Okay.
Okay. So we get in the van. Wall and Piff are following above, or excuse me, not the van, the limo. Wall and Piff are following above, and we're heading north by northwest of Falcon City. And we're going to check that little piece of warehouse or whatever it is. The last thing that Money was looking at. And then the plan is, after we do our investigation, we're going to continue north on 16 to head out of town.
North on 16. Oh, wait, no. That was something else. Got a little bit of Revenge of the Nerds going here. Okay, so you're going to go investigate the area there and check out the building. And it's not that far away, as nothing else in the city seems to be. So you're not feeling, you see nothing on the way there. Everybody's deserted the streets. There's no gangs out here. There's nobody out doing any looting or anything. It's just quiet. Most of the lights have been dimmed, so it's not... there's no life here at all. It's just a quick, breezy drive over there. Okay. And you can be sure that you've been targeted the entire way by tourists that are trying to see what you're doing as you make the way through the streets. But you have it's not shooting at you, at least. So far, it has not directly attacked you guys, but I'm sure it's coming.
Hey, GM, those neighborhoods above Falcon City, North Oak, and Westbrook, are those part of Falcon City? Are those?
No, those are neighboring.
Other cities, yeah.
Those are the city. So Jitterbug is not in North Oak or Westbrook. No.
That is not necessarily true at this time.
Oh, so he is.
But we're under the impression that he's not.
Well, because it's like not very long after what happened. Yeah, you can still think that, but you were told that it's going to be trying to grow and spread. So.
Damn. All right, so we can't even go there.
Anyway.
Well, you might be able to go there. No, there's no direct telling of where. There's going to be some areas that are bad and some areas that are fine. So.
Bad meaning Jitterbug.
I haven't even rolled the dice to figure that out, so it'll be up for grabs when you come up with a name. I'm going to go here. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just wondering how far out of the city we need to go to escape Jitterbug's reach. That's what I'm thinking.
If he's done his job the way it looked like it was done, there will be no escape.
He's going to spread global.
Anyway. All right. So how long does it take us to get to the spot?
Like 10, 15 minutes. You're up there. And when you pull up around there and you start to try to do the sneak around and scope it out thing, it's kind of evening again. We're like 9, 10 o'clock at night. It's not business time. But the building's already been halfway surrounded by Kimura clones, the younger versions. look like they're all pretty fresh out of the tank. They've got signs and they're picketing and they're pissed about something going on here.
All right, so we need to ask these protesters.
Not us though. I'd say.
Well, we need to get some information from these protesters.
Well, let's send like either Golden Boy or one of his guys. Because
I'll go talk to him.
Yeah, because we're too well known.
Maybe we'll get answers that he can't.
And maybe we'll. Okay, that's a possibility. I tend to not. I don't want Jitterbug to actually know exactly where we are right now.
Well, I saw the limo.
I can sure you know exactly where we are.
I'm sure that they were watching us.
Okay. I didn't know that. So they know exactly where we are?
Is Jitterbug he, she pronoun, or is it they, them?
I don't think it has identified yet. So yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, so it's they and them. All right.
I call it the AI.
It's the AI.
Yeah, I'm sure at some point it might have to make that choice. But yeah, so yeah, these guys.
When he becomes sentient and decides he wants to take
sounds like it already became
he wants
sentient.
to download himself into a clone.
Right, well, it is kind of destructive and violent, so that does sort of lend itself towards being a dude, I guess.
Right, and then once he does that, then we can kill him. But before that, all right, so subterfuge notwithstanding, if they already know who we are, then fuck it. We'll get out. But I was under the impression we were trying to stay low-key and not...
We need
to get
the computer, the AI knows who you are and knows where you are, but these clones don't know who you are. I mean, they recognize you if you're just out there being yourself in your usual shit and you pulled up in a van with a 3P on the side, but that's not what happened.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're rolling around in a limo that we don't usually roll around in.
Right.
Ever.
So with minimal
when
effort,
I land the wall chopper, they're gonna
That's why you wasn't gonna land the wall chopper.
Yeah,
So I'm still in it. Okay, so I'm just floating above these protesters.
All right, I'll get out and start talking to him. Persuasion of 30.
Damn. Okay, well these guys are actually pretty happy to tell you what their deal is anyway, because they're trying to get this, this cause. They'd like to get some media out here and so on and so forth. And these guys are, the younger, the fresh, the newest clones out the tank. And they're basically pretty angry at the original, the guy that they were cloned from, the original source and the factory that's made them, for cloning them from such an evil prick asshole that everybody automatically hates them on sight. Like they say the wall has been on TV telling everyone that we're evil. So they're mad. They want something to be changed. They want them to either, stop making them altogether, make them off of somebody else, make some sort of changes rather than turning out millions of these same guys that are all going to be angry and hate themselves. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to break in there and destroy the system that has made them.
Right.
We'll be happy to help with that.
But that was Kimura that did that.
Say, this is the place that has, all the original samples. So this, if you want to find the Kimura DNA, where it all came from, it's housed in this building somewhere, which is why they're trying to.
How long I've been waiting to hear that.
Sir. Good news, Wall. You found him.
All right.
So that's of course based on the estimates of a protester, but it sounds like pretty decent info.
Yeah, like where did this guy? All right, 04 is very suspect. Skeptical of this intel that we're getting, especially because the only reason why we're here is because we're following up on Money's disappearance. This is the last place that he went to, or at least the last place that he researched, so we believed him to be here. And then to get here and to find out that this is the mecca of the Kimura clones, right here in Northside.
You could put it anywhere and say, "Oh, why would it be there?" You got to put it somewhere.
All right, Golden Boy. All right, well, this place is locked up. So, Wall.
Yeah.
Place is locked up tight. What do you want to do?
The place is locked up, but the place is also active. So there's clones in there doing stuff. They're working, but it's not like you can just walk in the door or anything like that.
Okay. Well,
and it's also not a high-tech security where you see key cards and cameras and shit like that. This is a dirty, warehouse that looks like it's all locked up with just steel doors and stuff, and trying to stay as low-key as possible in the warehouse area.
All right, so I want to get out of the limo now. And before we talk about getting into the warehouse... Before we talk about going into the warehouse, I want to talk to some of the protesters, or whatever they're doing. I want to get a couple of them and talk to them, and I want to know, would you guys, I heard what your main concerns are, and I understand that, because if you're a clone of a guy who's hated, probably makes you feel like you hate the image that you see in the mirror, right? That's what the whole thing is about, or am I confused?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Everywhere we look, we have to see the face of someone who has, done all these evil things, who everyone hates, who we would hate if it wasn't my own face.
All right. So I got a question for you. What would it be worth to you guys because you are who you are, and you enjoy. I would love for you guys to be able to enjoy the people that you are, but because of the face of Kimura, how would you feel about let's say a chameleon apparatus where you can decide what you want to look like, and then you'd be able to wear this bit of tech, and then you can, in essence, be that. Of course, it's going to be like wearing clothes or something like that, where it's like, okay, when you take it off, you're still going to be the Kimura clone underneath. But who you choose to present yourself to in public would be whatever you want to program, and you can get you can get blockchain coding on it, so you can have your own individual face that no one else would be able to have.
Wow.
Does that sound like something you guys might be interested in?
That sounds like something that everybody would be interested in, but good luck creating that.
What would you pay for something like that? I mean, knowing that you guys are clones and you guys weren't exactly the benefit of the $1 million payouts that was going on.
I don't exactly have a whole lot, but I'd give you all I've got for something like that in a one-time deal anyway.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll look at everybody else. Does everybody else kind of share this guy's sentiment? Or?
There's a bunch of people kind of sticking their ear in trying to see what the hell this guy's talking about over here.
My name's 04, and I can't make any promises, but if I can get a hold, or if I know someone who can get a hold of some tech like that, if you guys want to come meet us at our headquarters, we might be able to slide something up like that. Make it really affordable for you too.
Oh, wow, that would be awesome. They recognize you as the guy who was supposed to be doing good things for the city a minute ago. Like, wow, you do that for us? That'd be really great.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, let's not jump on it right away. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
Right. Well,
so why don't you guys, in the meantime, maybe you guys disperse from here, because I would really hate for anything negative to happen while you guys are out here, especially if I get a group of people who are interested in trying this thing out. And if I can, get a hold of this tech. I'd love to be able to have some guys that are interested in it. So I would hate for anything to happen. So you guys disperse, and maybe you guys come holler at me in a couple weeks.
Yeah, if we can do that. So
I hear sniggling on the call. Why am I hearing all this sniggling?
They weren't.
That sounds like the most imaginary carrot that anybody has ever dangled in front of anybody. You don't even know if that tech is possible.
I absolutely know the tech is possible because my wife looks like Olivia Shinoda right now.
I was going to say, the thing that you could do in the situation to prove is don't unmask her, but hit the button and make yourself.
Well, I wasn't going to do that. Okay. I wasn't even going to share that. But out of game, I know that tech is available because she's right here.
Yeah.
I didn't know she had chameleon tech that was making her like that.
Yeah. She doesn't look like Dr. Adriana Young right now. She's Olivia Shinoda. She looks like an Asian
like
American.
A different race and everything.
Yes, it's a different race.
Hopefully that's okay. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we do definitely have that as an existing thing that they could provide, but they don't know that because it sounds pretty far fetched.
The wall didn't even know it.
I didn't know that.
And she in the car.
I'm not in the car.
I know. You just thought I was
the protesters weren't really being violent anyway. They're just picketing and complaining out there.
No, I get that.
So because they don't want to get shot either. So they're pretty
I
much
just want them to
dispersing,
disperse.
and they're complaining a little bit, like, man, I'm pretty sure I saw the fucking old man in that building. I hope they take that son of a bitch out. Bitter old clone, prick. So they're still upset about the whole situation, but they have that promise of somewhat, maybe a little bit of hope from you. So
Yeah.
So they're angry, and they're not going to be going away for long. They'll be back here tomorrow, but they're going away for now. At least they won't be, casualties.
I mean, it is kind of late, 10 o'clock at night.
That's all I wanted. Now the wall can do wall stuff without any collateral damage.
Now the rocket launchers can come out, yeah.
And you still got to be careful if Jitterbug just decides to attack. So we probably still don't want to pull out any weapons.
Not outdoors.
But let's find a way in. All right. So I get the crowd basically to...
So what's the plan? We're going in and what?
Netrunner.
I know, right?
That's who we used to get in.
Yeah, I know. Now we have to use a different means. So I'm using the wall. If I can't use a Netrunner to get me in, I want to use a blunt instrument.
We go to NPCs to see what these idiots' skills are.
Make a hole.
Let's see. Wait a minute now. Easy covert ops.
Yeah,
may have some skills.
Okay, so are we sparing all the guys who are working inside? Are they bad guys? We need to.
I have no idea.
So we need to evacuate the building.
At the moment, you don't know that one way or the other.
Right. So our best bet would be to evacuate the building, then destroy everything.
Okay. Remember, we are looking for money.
Well, we're investigating what money was investigating.
Well,
maybe he's here, maybe he's not. Right. So if we evacuate the building, we'll make sure we don't blow him up.
Okay. Well, what's the best way you think to evacuate the building?
Pull a fire alarm, man. That's the easiest.
Okay.
And then whoever stays inside the building, they're the bad guys.
All right, well.
I'm not the tactician. I'm just telling you.
No, I'm just saying. I want things to move in a certain direction, and I feel like this is the best way to get it done.
All right. Hey, man, point me in a direction, man. That's the way I'll go.
That was the plan. I just want to make sure.
Bitch.
I'm just making sure that all the other people who I eventually want to support me for my...
want to get paid off of.
I don't want to... No, I want to... Yeah.
How much would that be worth to you?
Well, yes, I want the...
The $25 million that's sitting in my bank is not enough. Okay, how about you slide me some more money?
Looking for the fire alarm, there's no external thing you can pull out there, but you do see that it is wired up and stuff. So you basically targeting the heat sensor with whatever you've got that shoots heat. Anyway, you got a flamethrower.
If I see a little sprinkler up there, I'm just
incendiary
going to pop that
round.
little red thing out of it.
Flamethrower. Yeah, go ahead, do that.
So are we in? We got to get inside the building first.
No, he already just pointed it out. Just hit it with the flamethrower.
Just hit what? What did you point out?
There's a sensor on the outside that's connected to the wiring. So if it gets hot and senses that the building's on fire, it'll ring the alarm.
Oh, that's it.
All right.
Are we sure we want to brandish weapons out here?
That's the catch.
I know. The limo has a flamethrower on it, but...
The limo has a flamethrower?
Yes.
So is the wall chopper.
Yeah.
Well, let's get inside the building first before we start using any weapons.
We can't get in.
Why not?
Or how would you like to
What's keeping us from getting in? Is the door locked?
The locked doors, yeah.
Okay, is there windows or anywhere?
There's generic, window-sized, around the bottom level. This is a multiple-level place, so it does look like the top level is kind of blacked out. You don't see any lights going on up there.
Okay, what about
on
on
the main floor? You do see some windows.
What about the backside? Is there like a loading dock?
The whole thing is almost the same on all directions. It's a big square gray building with windows around the bottom level.
Okay.
Okay, well,
So there is no obvious loading area anywhere here.
Okay.
I know you said you're not a tactician, but the plan to set off the alarm for the people to evacuate, that would make the doors open, then we can go in once they're coming out.
It's also a pretty good chance we'll set the building on actual fire.
That's what I'm.
That's why I'm kind of liking Wall's idea better.
Can I get a lay of the land?
They're going to be running out of the building because the
It's
building
a big
is
gray
turning
box.
into an
Let's set it
inferno.
on fire. Let's set this box on fire. And
Yeah, there's a pretty
Hopefully
good
everybody
chance
gets out
we'll
on
burn the
time.
building.
But if we're going to sneak into the building, why pull the alarm?
the reason for pulling the alarm is to get everybody out of the building. That's why we want to.
I tell you what, we'll leave one of the guys, Sam or Max, in the limo. If necessary, he will torch the building. How about that? We try and sneak in.
Torching the building
I
comes
feel
later.
like
we got
this
a bunch
plan-
of stuff to do
I felt
inside
like
the
we
You
building.
don't
had
have
a
to
good
torch the
plan.
building. You just have to torch the sensor. So it's just a little
Yeah.
thing. If
Guys,
you hit it with,
yeah.
with a
I know,
it's-
the flamethrower is such a pinpoint precision accurate.
incendiary.
Throw a fireball at it. Let me go up there with a goddamn lighter.
That's
I
Yeah.
would feel better with a lighter and an aerosol can.
All right.
That would
That's
work.
why I don't have an aerosol.
Boom! Ooh,
But any one incendiary bullet will do it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. Using the wall chopper to use this flamethrower, that's not a scalpel.
No.
Yeah, that's what.
That's a
same
fucking
with the limo.
sledgehammer.
I will load incendiary ammo in the pistol.
There you go.
Take a shot at the box.
Jesus Christ.
Use
Okay,
the wall chopper to set the place on fire and hope everybody
Yeah,
gets
exactly.
outside of this big gray
Roll your
box.
attack there, golden boy.
Okay, hold on.
It's a flamethrower. It's not an atom bomb.
But it's not a
25.
scalpel either.
25. Okay, you hit the thing, and you don't even need damage because they're not trying to take it out. If the round pops off and the thing heats up to a sufficient amount that it thinks the building is on fire, and it sounds the alarm.
Good job.
That does not automatically pop the doors, but within a few seconds, people start, coming out the doors. So they push open like, the doors on a school cafeteria or something. They got the metal bars and they unlock and unlatch. So,
Alright, so-
the front and the side doors, there's people coming out in four directions. The left and right side and the front and the back. They're coming out all the way.
All right, so in between Highway 16 and the Del Coronado Bay, there's that little strip of land right there. I'm
Yeah.
going to land the wall chopper there.
Okay. That's enough space that you have plenty of room there, and they're not immediately looking at you doing it. So you're
Right.
somewhat covert.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the limo next to it. Leave Sam in the limo
All right.
in case we need it. No,
All right,
no need
Liv
to
and I are
park
going
it
to
right
go.
outside.
Liv and I are going to go through
As
the
an
front
example.
door as people are
Those two
walking
guys
out.
should be attached to your hip.
I'm going to be
Everywhere you go.
We're going to walk in.
Everywhere.
Think so?
I think so.
All right, I'll take Sam with
I
me.
mean, everywhere you go. Even if you're just standing in at a bar, they should be like 5 steps behind you.
Like a true attaché.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, I'll take Sam and Max with me.
Turtle never waited in the car.
Yeah.
That's not true. Turtle waited in the car all the time.
Yeah, he did. But he had the Xbox in there. You don't have
Yeah,
Xbox.
yeah, but Argyle waited in the limo and Die Hard, and then it goes both ways. Okay, so you guys you're coming in one direction, you're going another, and you're coming in the third. So it's gonna leave, and in fact, you could have them go one. You could cover all four directions if you want, but these people aren't trying to escape you; they're just trying to escape the fire they think is going on.
I figured as
So
much.
you're
That's why.
sneaking in your own ways, and I would assume so. We're going in with multiple people because you've got a 2-man team, you've got a 2-man team, and you've got a 3-man team. So we've got
Right.
plenty of people here.
All right, so
Seven
the
people
wall
versus the factory.
the wall will cover the back entrance. Go in through that way.
All right, and you guys are going in the front. So Golden Boy can take one of the sides. You go west or east, whichever you choose. Doesn't matter.
West.
East.
You're going in the front.
If he'd have said east, you'd have said west. If he'd have said
Stand by my
west, you'd have said
decisions.
I thought you said we're going into the front and then going east. I'm sorry.
No, you're going into the front. He's going into the west. I'm going into the back.
So it's one we can't cover about.
Well,
Hopefully
pretty much
we'll
you're
be
all
up in
going
the
in at
middle.
about the same time, at the same moment, passing the people who are coming out. So
Right.
what you see it is a big sort of a loop sort of shaped building where you've got the entire place around this is a ring, and then there's little office rooms of some sort that kick in, every 20, 30 feet. You see another door, so it looks a lot like a school actually, but it's a warehouse laboratory building.
And looking at it from the outside, how many stories is it?
It's at least 3 that you can see from the outside.
Okay, and when we go inside, is it 3 stories tall, the room that we're in, or is it basic one story?
It's a little bit taller than usual. It's maybe 12 or 15 feet, but that's it. It's not multiple stories.
So we can assume that there's 3 floors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
All right,
I'll head up to the 3rd floor.
All right, I want to go into one of the closest offices there and see if Liv wants to jump on one of the computers.
Okay.
And
Go ahead.
does the wall see any people that are not trying to evacuate?
There's some people who are still at their systems, pecking away at their computers or fiddling with whatever they're doing there. So yeah, there's probably 70% leaving and 30% staying at work.
All right. Do we need to shoot the gun up in the air to scare everybody?
I thought we could just separate. I'll check the 3rd floor. You check the 2nd. You can look at the.
But we still got to evacuate the rest of these people.
What?
I don't think they'll go.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about not killing innocent people. So if there's people still working, they're probably thinking, hey, it's maybe a fire drill.
True.
I'm not looking at them saying, hey, these guys are security.
If you do have to open fire on someone who is actually an enemy, that would probably alert everyone else. That's one way to do it. Or if you just want to send off warning rounds, that'll do it right away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right. I'm going to put in a call to Jackson.
No.
And tell him.
No, you don't want to do that.
We're not calling anybody. Stay off the phones.
You don't
man.
want the police to respond.
Stay off the phones, man.
What are we talking about here, guys? All right.
Hey,
Why do you even
knows me.
still have a cell phone, man? Get rid of that
I'm
shit.
saying.
I always
Throw
have
that
a
shit in
cell
the river.
phone.
That's why we went to
Throw that
Radio
shit in
Shack
the river.
before this mission and got the walkies. If you were just gonna call,
Can't give up my cell phone, man. It's my lifeblood.
no, man, you better
Throw
not have
that
that
shit in
shit
the-
with
in
you.
the fucking
Didn't
bay,
we
man.
decide before we left HQ?
I'll take the
not-
SIM
I did.
chip out.
No, stop.
Then how are you going to call?
I'm not throwing it away.
Okay, so Liv is gonna jump on the terminal and use basic tech to try to.
Well, yeah, she can do that, and she's, of all people in the world you could have do this, she's the most familiar with the stuff you're checking out.
That's what I was thinking.
All right, give her a roll there.
Ooh, 5.
5? Well, that's she didn't.
Is that
even,
her roll or
the
your
five?
roll?
The 5 is her trying to break into the system.
Are you on
it's
mute?
got it's got
I'm
a
on her.
password on it.
He rolled a 1.
This is her?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me see. 18.
18 what?
Basic tech.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that works. I was gonna say I can have somebody else try it too, but you've got it, and that's.
And then she
enough.
also has. Well, she got a lot of stuff. She's got electronics and security tech, and science. She can science the shit out of this.
Yeah, it takes her a few tries to get past the login thing because it's guessing passwords again. But
How is my first aid better than hers?
she
Probably
manages
just
to
use
click and pack on enough stuff that somebody must have had an auto login stored. So she scienced it in some manner, by reverse engineering here. But she's in the system and sees what they've got going on, and it is in fact a gigantic clone factory. Wow, this place is, they've got, way more. I didn't think they could even set it up on a scale this large. So there's maybe 200-300 tanks per floor that they're spitting out clones every few days.
Jesus.
So what do we need to blow up? What do we need to destroy?
Pretty much the whole thing would be good. You can
The
blow
whole
the whole
building?
out.
Do we have to destroy the
as far as
servers first?
You have to find the data first if you can.
All right, so I got Liv still working on trying to mine all the data she can. And
All right. So yeah, it'll take her a few turns to map all that stuff out and see what she can dig up.
Okay. I'm covering the door while she's doing that, just in case security wants to pop by. Also, while we're going through this, I'd like to see, is there Can we go into see if she can also like go into their security feeds, see if in the last 72 hours, see if we get facial recognition, any hit on Money Mancini.
All right. Excuse me. Yeah, she can run all that too, but everything you add to it will take a little bit longer.
Yeah, and I got it.
Add a couple more turns.
Yeah,
And
I figured as much.
You can guard the door. If you need to go out, she can take care of herself as well. So it's but if somebody else needs your attention, you can go there too.
No, I understand that, but I still feel weird. Like
obviously, you're gonna desire
bringing
to
her out. When I bring her out the field, I'm gonna hold back a little bit.
For sure. Okay, so who's next? What else, you guys? We haven't really started initiative yet, but if we wanted to do that, I do have it rolled there.
We haven't really. Are you gonna open fire in the roof or?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pop 6 shots in there. Boom, 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 boom. Try to scare everybody out of the building.
Everybody be cool, this is a robbery!
It's not a robbery. Everybody get the hell out of the building.
You fucking pigs,
We're about to blow this shit up.
and I'll execute every last one of you motherfuckers.
That's what Piff says.
Piff
If
is
you
not
got a
pumpkin.
hero here, shoot him in the face.
Shoot him in the face!
Piff is not Honey Bunny.
No, definitely not.
Bitch, be cool! Tell that bitch to chill! Say, bitch, be cool! Sorry.
All right. So while she's going through that, yeah, what's the Golden Boy up to at the moment?
I guess I would look for the business offices, start looking at their business transactions, their accounting, stuff like that. See if I can find anything interesting.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so yeah, you do find an office at the end, near where you're at, but at the end of that hall. It's a little bit bigger and wider than the rest. So you head in that one, and it's the one that's got the file cabinets and stuff and the extra computers. So you're digging through all their setup, trying to figure out what this place is doing and their finances and all that kind of stuff. And while you're busy doing that, what is the wall up to?
It's funny. I just realized that Golden Boy is not Jackson. So when the shit goes down, I don't even know what he can do.
He's got 2 guys that can shoot for him.
He's got 2 guys to shoot for him.
Yeah, but they suck.
So, me firing the shots in the air, did it scare the rest of the people? Or?
Yeah, what is the overall...
Oh, I didn't even catch that you did that. What did you do? You shot in the air where? On which level? On
the first level, right where I come in through the back door.
Yeah, as the gunshots make the noise, the most of the people who hear that, they stop what they're doing on top of the. That's worse than the fire drill that they were expecting. So, 90% are gone, 99%. There's just a few stragglers left.
Yeah, and the officer, oh my God, someone's shooting. We better get out of here.
Yeah, well now it's gone from just a mostly orderly exit to the people are screaming in panic.
Awesome, that's what I want. Now I'm a radio to him to tell Liv to lock the doors, so nobody else can come back in.
I think to lock us in the building?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that might be a bad idea. Like,
why? Do we want other people from outside coming into the building while we're trying to blow the shit up?
But how are we getting out if we blow it up?
If she can lock the doors, she can unlock the doors when
Yeah,
we're ready to
sure.
leave.
I think we can solve it. We started out by these aren't electronic doors, so she can't really do that anyway. They opened them and they pushed their way out.
Okay. So I guess I'm going to go around and close all the doors then.
That you can do. You can pull them all shut, and then they're just, if you shove them, you can open them back up. So.
All right. So I'm going to go around and close all the doors.
All right, copy that. I'll close the ones downstairs on this side.
I am downstairs. But okay.
Do we have explosives with us?
I always carry C4 explosives.
Why would he not?
Let me see. I have, with detonators.
Always have. It's our trademark, Golden Boy. Don't you know that? Haven't you read any of the things written about us?
Actually, no.
I have lots of things in my Jack Bauer bag that I never use. I have a flesh regenerator. I have a grapple gun. I have binoculars.
Why did you have a grapple gun?
If I need to go anywhere that's 30 meters or above.
I thought you just jumped.
I'm not the Hulk, man.
No, it's not the wall shoots the grappling gun, and then it tries to climb, and the debate is if the wall pulls down the wall or if the wall pulls up the wall.
I just like the thought of him swinging and his feet dragging on the ground. Okay.
Well, if I size it correctly and I put the harness on the right way.
Yeah, see, it's a gigantic wall-sized grappling hook. Come on, he's planned for this.
Okay.
Right?
So as Liv is continuing to go on, how much information is she crunching through at this point?
She's figured out what's on each floor, and yeah, it's more floors of tanks. But she's got the codes and stuff to see what's going on with each and when they're about to hatch and all that kind of stuff. So she's got access to their working system.
And is it one of those things where we can go to the
pods and like physically pull out cables and stuff like that?
You could do that. In fact, if you're just trying to shut them down, she can shut them down with the computer. But she's just currently amazed at the vast scope of this place, because it's, they expected to be able to do this maybe 10 people, 15, at a pretty decent scale. This thing is doing hundreds, so it's like, wow.
Okay.
Scientifically, she's fascinated.
Okay. I don't want her to get too enthralled.
I know. Okay. Also, she's saying, somewhere on this floor, on the main level that you're on, there's a storage room in the back. Like the end that you're on, it's the complete other end, but there's basically a closet storage area that's been cooled for some reason. So there's a good chance that's where you're going to find the data you're looking for.
All right, let's go there.
What I found on my machine?
Hey, do we have anybody who has eyes on the outside?
Hold on, what'd you ask?
I said, what did I find on the business side?
Oh, on the business side, you're finding all the the vast amounts of money that have been channeled in and out to make this place do what it can do. It cost them, it didn't cost billions, but it cost close to billions. It cost them probably like $900 and something million to set this one warehouse up with all of these clone systems. So the money was definitely spent by someone with the Chimera levels of money.
Can I track down who's the buyer, who paid all this money?
What most of it looks like it was set up by the Keltar Corporation.
Oh, fuck.
Of course.
All right, I guess we'll go check out the refrigerated section.
All right, I look out one of the big windows and looking outside, seeing if we caught the attention of anything at this point.
It still looks quiet out there. I'm sure the cameras and the AI took a look at you to see what was going on and determined that you're not bothering it, so it's ignoring you for now.
And the people are still evacuated outside? Are they just milling around while we have the doors closed?
They took off. So they went to their cars and they got in their cars and they went away.
Oh, that must be against protocol. Evacuation, fuck it. I'm going home. No checks, no nothing. Okay, all right.
Well, once the bullets started flying, that's like, fuck this.
Come on, out here running sweatshops in North Side.
Oh, absolutely, it is. I mean, they're all clones that they basically are growing there and making work, so they may or may not be even getting paid.
Okay.
Yeah. You get to live here.
Hey, Wall, how are we looking with those explosives?
I haven't even started setting them. I'm still on the first floor.
Oh, damn. Hurry up. Doors are closed.
That's okay.
Well, it's not even my turn yet, so I haven't even stated my next action.
All right. It's your turn now.
Is it my turn now?
It's Golden Boy's
his
turn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to go check out the cooler. That's me, Sam, and Max.
So you're
check out the cooler.
Hauling ass down to that storage area. All right. And when you get there, it's this one has a much more secure door, though it's also not computerized. It's just a thick, guarded door. And it's one of those sort of a bank vault kind of the spinny kind of a security lock.
This idiot can pick locks. Wait a minute. Let me switch to. I think it's Sam who can pick locks. Let's see if he can roll high enough.
I think I could pick locks too if you need help.
Sam. There it is. He's not bad, but he's not good at it either.
I cannot pick locks.
He'll take a stab at it. You know what? I'm going to put some luck points on there.
All
5 luck points.
All right. How'd you do it?
19.
19. All right. You actually did. You managed to crack the lock. So it's going to take them a minute to do it because it's fine, delicate work. But you're getting through the tumbler system, and it's going to unlatch and let you open the vault back up. So on your next turn, you can take a look inside there.
Okay. Wait, where is it? Oh, it's under stats. I got 2 left.
All right, and now it is the wall.
All right, so the doc is in the computer system, so I need to, if she can pull up like structural schematics, tell me where I need to place these place the explosives.
Oh, okay. And in fact, you're pretty instinctual at this point that you can figure out where the structures are to blow this place up.
Okay, but there's like no lower level, no sub levels.
There is no sub level on this one.
Okay, and do the explosives need to be on all 3 levels or just the ground floor?
If you take out the ground floor, the rest should come crashing down.
But there's nothing upstairs that needs to be blown up first before that?
It doesn't have to go first, no.
Okay.
As long as it all gets destroyed, it doesn't matter the sequence.
Okay. Boom. Then I know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna start planting explosives around the perimeter of the inside of the building.
4 corners.
Okay.
You said my guys were worthless. Open the door.
the wall's happily planting explosives and whistling a happy tune as he goes, right?
It's my bag, man.
Where's Piff at this time?
She's with me. She's setting up the detonators. I'm planting the explosives. Come on, man. It's teamwork here. So,
did you bring any tape?
Jackson, don't push this button. This will kill us all. So Jackson was up on the 3rd floor, right?
Not here.
Golden Boy was up on the 3rd floor.
I'm on
right?
the bottom floor.
But you went up to the 3rd floor. You didn't go.
I went to the cooler after I checked out the business computer.
Nobody's been upstairs yet.
Okay. Well, then we need to ask the doc, is there anything upstairs that's critical that we need to save or we need to get? Is there a briefcase up there that we need to make sure we...
Well, what's up there is a bunch of clones who are about 2 weeks out from a 3-week hatch. So you can go up there and you can't really let them out because they're not ready to do anything. You can either destroy them or you can keep the entire place intact and wait it out. It's going to take 2 more weeks.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Well, that's not my call to make, so.
No, we're blowing the place up.
Yeah, she's pretty much trying to shut down the computer to terminate the whole system and just end the whole thing so you can blow it up.
Okay.
That's the plan.
I think I want to go up. I think I want to go up to the 3rd floor and see if there's any good loot. I like to loot.
All right.
So maybe after I plant the explosives, maybe I'll go up there and check it out.
How far is Olivia when it comes to looking for the facial recognition for Money Mancini? Because I'd hate to blow the place up if he's in here.
That's what she's currently on now that you've got the other stuff unlocked and going. So it's she's scanning through the 3 days of tapes or whatever. 3 days of data. It wouldn't be tapes.
Adonis, pull yourself together.
Come on, let's get into character.